to get a perspective of the significance of this particular visit by the Russian President Vladimir Putin here for the 21st summit there, India-Russia summit. We've got Professor Sriram Chalia, foreign affairs expert, joining us this evening on World Today to take us through the significance of that. Professor Chalia, welcome to World Today. How would you look at this particular meeting, especially this visit by the Russian president? How would it take forward India-Russia relations?
Well, Anil, definitely when we say privileged and comprehensive and special partnership, I think these gestures matter. I mean, Vladimir Putin, to see him in person in India, during the pandemic, which is not yet over, it's significance. I think he has shown confidence in India, and I think he needs India. I mean, that's the message he has sent out by coming on this trip. There's no question that India matters, and that's because we are an independent power. That's because we are becoming a major defense partner, technology partner. Rajnath Singh ji, our defense minister, mentioned that now it has gone beyond just buyer seller. I mean, we are now talking about co-development and even co-creation and co-conception of new weaponry that can then be exported to third countries. So it has gone to a higher level, I would say, and President Putin also mentioned that, in his opening remarks with the Prime Minister, he said that our positions are aligned on terrorism. And he was also talking about joint military exercises and how the two countries are very close. President Putin gave a huge validation. He said that we perceive India as a great power. And the Russians have been talking about multipolar order, where they themselves, along with India, and of course China and the US, should be all considered to be great powers. I mean, that's the vision. So I think we are working towards that emerging multipolar order. I don't think the Russians like any unipolar or bipolar order. They already have a lot of trouble with the US. And in fact, they are right after this visit, President Putin is having a dialogue with Joe Biden over severe tensions in Eastern Europe on the border with Russia, between NATO and the Russian forces. So I think there is a case to be made that the India-Russia partnership is very vital for Moscow and for us also, because they help enhance our defense capabilities, our national security. Whenever we have been crisis, the Russians have been the first to raise their hands and say, I am there to help you and to assist you. And now Prime Minister talked also about the IORA. Russia has been made an observer member of the Indian Ocean Region Association, and we want them also to be involved in the Pacific. Although they've been very helpful with our military requirements to face the Chinese and the Pakistanis on the LAC and the LOC. The agreements that we are seeing today, witnessing today, include for the the AK-203, which is a very advanced machine gun, which is superior to the AK-47 and will replace the INSAS rifles that our armed forces have been using for a long time. So they will be very, very useful for us to tackle the small arms fire and the infiltration at the LOC. And S-400, of course, is like the icing on the cake, because that really provides us with aerial capabilities to thwart potential Chinese intrusions across the LAC. So on both counts, Russia is enabling us. Russia is a big enabler, and vice versa. I think they see us as an enabler for their rise, for their eventual restoration to great power status, which they lost when the Soviet Union collapsed.
Also, Mr. Professor Chalia, when one looks at the deepening, India-Russia defense ties, how would, say, a Washington, or for that matter, even Beijing, and let's even take it forward, how would even Kabul be looking at this particular, deepening defensive ties, especially between India and Russia?
Well, Anil, the thing is, with S-400, we can actually bring down any of the Pakistani missiles or aircraft that they launch from anywhere in their territory. And that should actually drive fear into the Pakistani establishment, the military and the jihadis, who believe that they can, bleed India to death through 1,000 cuts. They cannot do it. Under Narendra Modi, we've already shown twice. Once in 2016, we did surgical strikes, and 2019, we did the Balakot airstrike. That time it was with French aircraft. But we also are in talks with the Russians for advanced Russian Sukhoi jets and such things, which will make us stronger. And the point is that it does increase our deterrence. See, this defense cooperation is not just to feel strengthened or to feel secure. It is to deter your adversaries. And there, like I'm saying, both the Pakistanis and the Chinese, I mean, Pakistan cannot even get S-400 ever. I don't think they have the capability or they even have the resources to buy one or anything equivalent. China, of course, already got S-400 from Russia. But we are also talking about potentially upgrading it to S-500, which is an even more advanced anti-missile defense system from Russia. And if we acquire that, and if the Chinese don't get it, then we can get a qualitative edge over them in potential matchup at the LAC and beyond. So I think if you look at these dimensions, when we say strategic partnership, Anil, it means that Russia and India come together to have an impact on third countries or on the whole region. In fact, Rajnath Singh, our defense minister, said, and I quote, that this partnership is not aimed at a targeted against another country. It is to bring peace and stability in the entire region. Raksha Mantriji, what he's saying is, we have got a whole gamut of issues on which we have convergence. Afghanistan, Pakistan, the terrorism coming from there, and also creating this balanced order in Eurasia. Rajnath Singh ji also mentioned that India is a continuation of the vast Eurasian landmass. That's the exact wording he used.
True.
What he means to say is the Russians are in agreement with us that Eurasia includes India. And therefore, we have been brought into Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Therefore, we have been brought into all the Eurasian Economic Union. That is a Russian idea for bringing all the former Soviet republics together under a free trade agreement, and they want India to join it. All these mean that, you know, Russia wants us to be there, because that is how we are able to balance the Chinese shadow. Because although China and Russia are tight against the West, Russia has a lot of apprehensions and worries about being overshadowed or being submerged by the the Chinese dragon. So I think very important that they have India on their side as a kind of a soft balancing mechanism against China. So I think we serve each other's core national security and strategic interests. No two other countries in the world you can find this kind of convergence, which is totally based on trust and mutual need and win-win cooperation.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you and appreciate you joining us this evening on World Today, giving us an insight, especially into the significance of that Russian president's visit to India and the importance and the stress that he lays on India as a strategic and also as a business partner in taking things forward. Thank you and appreciate you joining us.